What is up, y'all? What is up? Sorry, gotta fix this damn hat. I don't know why I'd be wearing this. Honestly, that didn't make it look no better. I don't even know. We're just gonna let it flow. We're gonna let it flow. Alrighty. How are y'all doing? I wanted to make a project today, but with the way that I'm feeling today, y'all, like, I don't know. I don't got it in me today. I woke up, then I gotta fix this because I think we're like day 143. But man, today I woke up, y'all, and like I just wasn't feeling good whatsoever. I had a bad headache since yesterday. I was feeling super exhausted, like dummy tired. Um, it was just honestly it was the worst combination of like every feeling you could have. And so I went to sleep and I was like, I know I'm gonna wake up feeling like crap, and I did. So I'm gonna try and give myself a little bit of an easier day today. So we're gonna be trying to get that certification. That's a little bit more easier because you're really just kind of being told what to do, writing notes here and there that you're probably not gonna remember until you make the project your damn self. So it's just something that I'm gonna do to pass the time. What is up, Athul? What is up? But yeah, so let me just try and get everything set. I think I put the link, or not the link, but that I'm live in my Discord. I put that I was live on my Instagram, so we don't gotta waste too much time doing stuff like that. The only thing that I gotta see real quick is I want to have Free Code Camp set up just a little bit because we need to see if we can get this certification, okay? So we don't got too much going on here, which is gonna be a good project to end up rebuilding. So let me go to my live screen. Oh, my mouse got stuck, sorry, so y'all can see this. I don't even know why my mouse is getting stuck. Anyway, probably gotta see if I gotta clear out some storage because I do have some unnecessary stuff on here, but still moving smooth. So now this question says, by the way, if you're new here, the more steps that we solve, the closer I get to my certification. And if you see me doing something like with my eye like this, or my eye looks like it's rolling, it's because there's something in it, and it's like it's always like this. Right now, this is like the worst. I don't know what the hell's in there. I have no idea. Might have to put water in my eye. I mean, I do have water right there, but I don't want to get it on the floor. So it says you need to access the coach's name value from my favorite football team.head coach objects using the deconstructing syntax. So I guess they want me to do, I'm assuming they want me to do const. Wait, no. Because they want me to access the coach name. If I can spell, I think they want me to copy what I did up there. I'm not sure. Maybe not. But then I think they want me to do this. And if this isn't what they want me to do, I completely misunderstood the assignment. Okay, I got it right. First of all, they started acting like I didn't get it right. That was crazy. That was super, super crazy. All right, on to the next 47 or 38% complete. I don't know. Was it 47 or 38? So it says now you need to start displaying the team's information on the screen. Perfect. So below your deconstructing statement, assign the sport variable to type of sport. Okay, so we're going sport is going to equal type of sport text content. I think. But then that wouldn't make sense. So you should assign the sport variable to the type of sport text content. So maybe don't put const. Oh wait, yeah, no, I don't think that would make sense. Okay, so they don't want me to do it like that. So, they probably want me to do it the opposite way around then. Probably. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Oops, my fault, y'all. Alright, on to the next one. Damn, I wish it wasn't something in my eye. It's like so uncomfortable. I'm clicking next, and next is not going through. Last time this happened, there was something going on with Free Code Camp. Oh, okay, so it went to next. Perfection. Now we're being told about something here. Give me a second. Can you do this, please? I understand. I'm about to become a supporter, hopefully to avoid this ever happening again. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. So next, assign the team variable to team name. Okay, so now I'm starting to understand what they want me to do. So they basically just want me to do this equals team. That should be easy. Oh, never mind. What have I done wrong? Okay, never mind. For some reason, it's taking dumb long. I don't even have that much, like... Is it my internet? But then now this isn't working either. I'm assuming it's probably, like, my internet. I don't know. Or maybe it could be storage. But I have a lot of storage on here. So that wouldn't make sense. Why it's acting like this. Because this happened to me yesterday. On to the next. I think I had to, like, exit it out. Let me see, because this happened to me yesterday. I mean, I could definitely see that things are moving slower, but which is weird because my laptop was just fine. And now it's moving regular. Alright, let me try again. Yeah, I don't know why the hell it's moving like that. That's crazy work. So assign the year variable to the World Cup text content. We got that. We're gonna go year. And then this is below that, assign the coach name to this variable, which should be quite easy. We gotta go coach name, perfection, put my little semicolon, I gotta get used to that. And then this is, you should now see all the stats displayed on the screen. I mean, the only thing I see is their position. Oh wait, I guess I see their name. Oh, up here. Talking about up here, okay. Yeah, so we have the coach name, 1986, football, Argentina. I guess that's pretty cool. So that, oops, damn. So that ended up working. If I can please close this. What's going on? Oh, I'm in so much pain today. I even took some Tylenol, man, and that don't even feel like it's working. Like, I'm in pain. So now you will start building out the function that will show player cards based on the selections made by the user in the filter teammates drop-down menu. So start by creating an empty arrow function called set player cards. You do not need to add a parameter because that will be taken care of in the next step. So you gotta do an empty arrow function that should be called set player cards, which I think is like equals, and then you do some like this. Is an arrow function? Okay, I ate that up. What is up, McDonald? What is up? I love how on my screen it still says day 142. Just realized that. I gotta switch specifically this one to day 143. I think my subscriber count is a little bit messed up too as well, but that's okay. I'll let that one stay messed up. The goal for my subscriber count probably today is just 1,390. That's all. I just want some three subs today. That'll be pretty cool. So I want to become a supporter. Okay, we're good. On to the next. So function parameters can be initialized with default values. If a function is called without an argument, then the default value would be used. Why am I saying value like that? So add a new parameter to your set cards, and we're going to call it ARR. Oh, ARR. And assign it a default value of players. Remember that you deconstructed. So I can go ARR, and then we're going players. Remember that you deconstructed the players object on line 175. So is that how I would do it? So you're going ARR, anonymous. Unless I'm doing that backwards. Oh yeah, because it's saying set is default value, I think. Wait, hold on. And assign a default value. So it either goes this way or not. Okay, no, that's not how it goes. So ARR is the first one. So we're going ARR here. So the first one goes by. So your ARR parameter should have a default value of players. Maybe it's because I'm putting the quotes. If I could spell players. Okay, it was the quotes. It was the quotes. I just thought I had to put quotes because of up here, but okay. But we got that. On to the next. What is up, NWAR? What is up? The next step is to create a new array that will be responsible for adding the player's card information. So inside this function, start by adding the map method to the ARR. You know, I'm done calling it that. We're going to call it A. So we got the map method that will take an empty callback function, then use the addition assignment operator to assign the new array to player cards in our HTML. Remember that the inner XML property gets in this case. Okay, so I get what they're saying, but when it comes to something being .inner HTML, I thought, doesn't it have to be, let me at least try this first, but I think it has to be first. So it's like, yeah, I don't think it goes that way. I think it goes the other way. So we're gonna copy, well, actually, don't copy that. I'm gonna copy this, and then I think, so what would it just be like this, and then you do plus equals? Should take an empty callback function. Oh, I didn't even know it said that. Okay, we got that. We ate there. What is up? It's Bubbly Wubbly. What is up? What is up? Hey, we just got a new subscriber. I don't know who it was, but thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. We're at 1,388. So AR contains a series of objects that each contains a name, position, number, is captain, and a nickname property. In order to access each of those properties inside the callback function, you will need to use object destructuring to unpack them into variables. So inside the parameter list in the callback function for the map method, unpack all 5 objects from objects in R using object deconstructoring. Do they want me to hide, like, oh, these are it? I'm like, do they want me to copy and paste? Like, what are we doing? So, I'm a little lost because it doesn't look like it's in here. But then it kind of does. But the way their example looks is funny. Am I putting it in here or am I putting it in here? I think it says inside the perimeter. So I guess we're just going to do it here. So we're going name, position, number, and is captain. I might be putting this in the wrong spot, but honestly, it's just an easy, quick fix to see if that's what we're doing. So we're going nickname. I don't know if that needs an uppercase. No, that looks good. Okay, so never mind. So they don't want it here. I'm assuming they want it then to be here. Okay. Just had to figure it out. Hey, what's up, Regime? What is up? Welcome back. Inside the body of the callback function, you will need to return a template literal. So I don't even know what they did. Like, they just redid a couple things. I mean, thank you, I guess. Probably wouldn't have understood it. So, which will contain this. Wait, no. Inside this, you will need to return a template literal value, which will contain the HTML. So, inside the template literal, add a div. We're going div, and then we're going class player card. I hate writing HTML inside of JavaScript. Oh, I forgot to close it. That's why I hate it. Wait a second. So then I think I started to do this. Class. It says the map callback should return a template literal. Is that not a template literal? That contains an empty div with a class of player card. How is that not correct? As div class player card, then the div is closed. Is this not backticks? Yes, they are. Maybe they don't want it to close like that. Maybe they want it like that. A map callback function should return a template literal that contains an empty div with the class player card. That's so confusing. Is that not what I did? This is empty. I'm so lost. Well, a space wouldn't even make sense. Empty div. So I got div class equals player card. I don't see where I'm exactly going wrong. Unless player card is supposed to be like, no, yeah. Unless player card is supposed to be like a $sign thing that they want me to do. But I don't think so. Player card. We don't have nothing like that. Oh, we do. Oh, okay. So that is what they want me to do. So it's player cards. Okay, my bad, y'all. Damn, they should have made that a little bit more clearer. Do I still leave it in quotes? I actually don't know. And then I guess we're going player cards here. Something like that. But I don't know if I'm supposed to still put it in quotes. Let me go back up. Player cards. Oh, uppercase C. uppercase C. That should go through. That should be going through, but it's not. Unless they literally want me to write the words player card. That's the only other thing I could think of. Yeah. And they must really want me to write the word player cards, but I don't see what the issue is. Oh, you say that you see the issue? You see the progress? Thank you so much. So what is my issue? Because honestly, this one's too easy for me to be stuck on for this long that it's like I don't even care if I get the answer. In all honesty, because like I just don't understand why this ain't working. You should return a template literal that contains an empty div with the class player card. Yeah, I was gonna say, let me know what the issue is, because I'd rather just get it out of the way than sit here and struggle for like 10 minutes for no reason. This is too simple. Unless it was something hard, I would probably be like, okay, give me a second. But this is too simple. I'm probably just missing something that is really easy to see. So definitely let me know. Definitely let me know. Bye, Regime. See you later, man. See you later. I'm probably gonna go and just check what other people did because, like I said, it's just too easy to be wasting this much time. Probably a syntax error. Let's just hurry up and get it to it. You said you have to return the template literal because, oh, okay. So I just have to do return, basically. So it's the way that I just got into it. Okay, there we go. Jeez, I don't know what made me think I could just immediately start going in there and typing. Anyways, but inside of the div, you want me to do an h2/h2, and then which contains the name parameter. Since you worked with template literals, you will need to use the embedded version. So they want me to do the embedded name version, which I think is just going to be name. Okay, perfect. We're good. On to the next. On to the next. On to the next. If it can go. Why do they keep playing with me? I don't understand why it keeps doing that. I don't know if that's free code camp or my laptop. Oh, now it went. Okay. So the next step would be to display the word captain next to the player if they were listed as a captain for the team. So before the name expression, add a new embedded expression inside that expression using a ternary operator. No, I hate ternary operators, and they always want me to write it in like the most weirdest way. So if to check if is captain is true, and then if so, return captain, otherwise return an empty string. So for one, I need to remember the syntax, in all honesty, a ternary syntax. Because I think it's like a question mark, and then it's like the and sign, right? I think so. I'm not too sure. Ternary syntax. I'm not too positive. Let me see. I need to see. This is a new season trailer dropped. New season for what? Oh, JK, you said? I'm not sure. Okay, sorry. So I need to see, oh, not the and sign. It needs to be the question mark and like the dot. So I need to do something where you had a new embedded expression in that. So before it, then they want me to do like this tyranny operator. The only problem is though, is like writing it inside of here is what is going to ultimately confuse me. That is what is ultimately going to confuse me. Because the thing is if I know, okay, so let me write what I do know. Because I know at some point there's going to be a question mark. But I don't know what's going before the question mark. But my thing is like, it's so weird writing it inside of here. Unless they mean like, when they say before name, do they mean literally inside of the div or inside of the H2? I'm not too sure, but let's say question mark. Then I know eventually it's going to be this. And I know true is in the front, false is in the back. So if they want me to check if this is true, then I would know that this, but they want me to check if is captain is true, and then if so, return this. So, okay, so that means is captain would be this. Then they would want me to return this. But I feel like I'm doing it wrong because we're writing it inside of here. And it says otherwise return an empty string. So you should use the ternary operator to check if true. So like I know I wrote it right, it's just hard for me to understand how to write it in here. You should give a space between captain and name. Oh, so then I must have did this wrong because I thought this was true. Because saying if it's true. Oh wait, no. Use the ternary operator to check if it's captain is true, and if so, return is captain. So why would it be on this side? I thought this side was false. Am I tripping about what side is false and what side is true? Is the first one false? No, yeah, the first one's supposed to be true. The first one is supposed to be... Is it my spaces? Is that where my issue could be? Wait, hold on. Let me see. It's probably my spaces. Actually, I don't know. Is captain question mark? You put is captain question mark captain dot dot. So yeah, you did what I basically did. Put the whole tyranny in the expression. First one is true. Yeah, so put the whole tyranny in the expression. I feel like I did. Is this not the whole tyranny? Or do you mean like... Yeah, wouldn't this be the whole tyranny? Because you got condition, value is true. So I'm assuming I must be going wrong somewhere with spacing, but it says you should give a space between captain and name, and that's what's throwing me off because captain's supposed to be here. So what do you mean captain and name? Unless these two are supposed to be close. Okay, no. What about that? Okay, no. It looks like I don't see anything going wrong with my syntax. You said in, oh, it's supposed to be inside of here? Oops, I knew it was, I knew it had to have been my syntax, but I'm saying inside of here. That didn't work. Unless it's this. You know, that didn't work, so I don't think so. That didn't work. Let me put that back real quick. You should use the ternary operator to check if is captain is true, if not, return an empty string. Before the expression, add a new embedded expression. So unless I'm supposed to be making a new one that looks like this, maybe, and not the same one. Oh, okay, there we go. I tried putting in the same one. That was my issue. Yeah, I should have noticed that when it said a new embedded expression. But at least we got to it. At least I got to it. So, thanks for the help, because that definitely helped me. I probably wouldn't have even thought to do the dollar sign. I thought I wrote the tyranny wrong. But, Aniket, you see what I mean, though? I could definitely write the tyranny. It just, the issue is that the way that they were making me write it, I already called it. I was like, I'm gonna mess up the syntax, because I never wrote a tyranny inside of, like, where you're writing HTML. Like, I don't even like the fact that they're making me write HTML in here. I always have issues writing HTML in JavaScript because it just looks different. It looks so different. You said, that name can't stay like that, plus you have question mark, and name else. But yeah, so like my tyrannies are good. I knew I could write a tyranny. It's just, writing inside of this is just so corny. Add a paragraph element with the text position. Okay. We got position, and then we gotta do this. But that's why I wasn't trying to practice up on tyrannies, because I knew I had it down pat. And an embedded expression that contains the position parameter. What? Below the H2 element, add a paragraph element with the text position and an embedded expression that contains the position parameter. Position. What the hell is my position? Do we declare a position? I mean, I think I'm just gonna write position, but I don't recall. Oops. Yeah, as I said, I'm just gonna write position, but I don't recall making a position. A position, oh, it says contains a position. Oh, right here. That's what happened. Why does that keep happening? Alright, maybe we might have to actually go. Sorry, I don't know why it like, okay, there we go. For some reason it's like it wants me to jump to like a different page. Because the only thing is learn how to say how do you say it? Ternary? Is that how you say it? Ternary? Am I completely mispronouncing it? Am I completely mispronouncing it? Yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, I feel like I just learned that there's probably gonna be, like, people who come in here that are probably just going to give the answer. So that's why when I normally solve it, I don't look at the text unless I'm done. Because I'm like, I know people are probably just gonna solve it without letting me do it. So add another paragraph with the text number and an embedded expression that says number. Okay, so we got this. This one should be quite easy. Quite easy. So we're gonna have to go and switch that to, actually, let's just copy and paste it, honestly. Well, hold on. Copy and paste. We're gonna go number. And then we're just going to copy and paste and put number here, which should be super easy. But no, yeah, I knew position was supposed to go in there. I just wanted to see exactly where we were getting position from. But I just noticed that we were getting it from here. Because I was like, we didn't declare a position. So below this, add another paragraph with nickname with the text. Okay, this time they didn't tell us to embed it, but I'm assuming we still do because that wouldn't make sense. So let's go nickname. I mean, we could try it. Let me try it like there. Let me try it. If it doesn't work. Okay, yeah, they didn't want me to do it. I figured. All right, so they don't want nickname to have it. That's all right. It says, yes, it said, if I heard, how do we do it? Even if you said it to yourself, my peanut brain would probably answer in the chat. No, yeah, I know, cause I talk out loud and I'll be like, where is that coming from? I'm confused how to do this. And then it's like, I could see why people would answer it. But that's why, like I said, like I just don't look, like if I'm solving it and I really don't want to get the answer, I just won't look at the chat. I remember when there was this one time I was like going crazy trying to solve something on my own because I felt like I was right there. So by the time I got it and I looked at the chat, someone was like, do they ever read the chat? I was like, I'm not reading it because y'all are telling me the answer. Like, it was so funny. Next to the nickname text, add an embedded expression that will show the player's nickname if they have one. Use a ternary operator if nickname is not null. If the player has nickname, display nickname, otherwise display, I guess N/A. I forgot what the fuck, like what that actually means. I think that means like, no, I'm not gonna get it. So nickname if nickname is not null. So if the player has a nickname, display nickname, otherwise display this. So I'm not even gonna lie, I don't know exactly what they want me to do at my condition. Like, I'm confused with that. But I remember that true goes here. So if the player has a nickname, display nickname. Which I'm assuming they mean for me to do this. But then, oh wait, no, because maybe it's vice versa. They probably want me to do it on this side. So like nickname, or maybe both. If there's a nickname, display nickname. If not, display this. So I understand, I'm close to it. I just need to understand what exactly they want me to put there. I could try enter, but I doubt it. So, okay, yeah, so I'm guessing you would do, I just don't know if you're doing both or are you writing. Well, I guess we'll figure that out. Okay, so we're not doing both. So you should use a ternary operator to check if nickname is truthy. If your nickname is true, okay, so yeah, they don't want this. I'm assuming. It should display the player's nickname if your oh wait, no, so I guess they didn't want that. Or maybe, wait, hold on, did I even try it the opposite way around yet? Wait, no, I think I did. Oh, maybe there's supposed to be a space. Damn, but I just tried it without a space, and now I'm confused. Hold on, let me try again. Okay, that's wrong. Sorry, real quick. So I don't know if I just miswrote it, or if I need to do something else. And then let me try this spot. Okay, yeah, no. Well, yeah, because that wouldn't make sense. Oh, maybe we don't need this? Do we just immediately hop into the question mark? I don't fucking know. It says you should use this to check if nickname is truthy. If it's truthy, display the nickname, which I'm assuming you would do this. If returner is falsely, display this. So I know this part is not wrong. I think it's my condition. I'm getting confused what my condition should be. Oh, do they literally want me to do nickname is not null? Use a ternary operator to check if nickname is not null. So do they literally want me to do... But then, like I said, I'm still getting confused on whether or not they want me to leave it in this number. This dollar sign shit. And do, like, equals to null. I mean, that's the, like... Because the only thing I can think of is, do they want me to do something like this? But it's like, if it's not null, I feel like they just mean false. That, like, I don't know. I feel like that doesn't make sense. So let me try this. Okay, yeah, no, that's not making sense. I know my condition is at fault. I could feel it that it's my condition because there's no way you would write nickname to get the nickname or to display the nickname. So I know for a fact my condition is what's throwing me off. I don't know how they want me to write it. Display nickname otherwise. So I gotta think deeper. So saying like if the nickname is not null, what is their nickname? Okay. So some of them have NA. I mean, shoot, it looks like it's working. No, I'm just kidding. So some of them have NA. So the nickname, and I know I could do it. I'm literally right here. How exactly would they want me to write this? If nickname is not null, is that like a huge hint? Do they want me to do the freaking, like, I'm confused. I don't get it. I do not get it. So I'm gonna be so pissed that I'm about to ask for help because I know how easy this is. If the player has a nickname, display nickname. Otherwise, display this. Because I guess maybe you wouldn't put it in here. But that wouldn't make sense. Because it's like they wouldn't understand nickname. Ew, nickname is such an ugly word. Yeah, I'll say at this point, if y'all want to help, y'all can definitely help. Because I know I got this right. I know I got this right. It's my condition. I can't figure it out. I cannot figure out what they want my condition to be. It should display the player's nickname. Yeah, I'm very confident with my true and false. Very confident with my true and false. I don't see the issue. Oh my god, is it the same thing? Hold on. This is gonna piss me off, y'all. If it's the same exact thing, there's no way. If it's the same thing, I'm turning this off. Why am I sitting here? You gotta be kidding me. Why was that not my first thought? I'm so pressed. I'm sitting here fucking going back and forth between nickname and it's like, I just realized, I was like, why am I doing two? I don't even want to look at the comments for this one. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look. I cannot believe I did that. This is crazy, bro. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. I literally watch them ask me to do it a third time and I'm gonna sit here and do the same thing. I'm literally gonna sit here and do the same exact thing. That is insane. How did I do that twice? To remove the commas between each player card so it does not show up on the screen, change the dot join method to the dot map method. Pass an empty string as the argument for the dot join method. So where's the dot map? So we got the dot map method. I don't even know where the hell it closes. Is this my dot map? Yeah, this is my dot map. So, okay, hold on. So change the dot join method to the dot map. So we're going dot join and then empty string like that. Okay, perfection, perfection. The next step is to create a function that will detect when a user makes a selection from the player dropdown. Use the dot add event listener player on this. Gotcha. Oops. And then change. So we're gonna go here, dot add event listener. I can't believe I keep letting syntax be my downfall. It's not even the logic. I think that's what makes it even worse. It's like when you know JavaScript and you don't even get messed up on the syntax, you get messed up on the, you don't even get messed up on the logic, you're messed up on the syntax. It's just, come on. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I just keep this pushing. So remember, JS and HTML always goes in here. But that's my thing. It's like, I hate the fact that we're writing HTML in JS. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, my tyrannies, I wouldn't be having so much issues if we weren't writing it with freaking HTML. I wouldn't be having no types of issues. This is crazy. If y'all are new here, man, hit that subscribe button, man. We're on the road to 1,390. I know my sub goal is actually really down. Oh my goodness. Actually, I was gonna not fix it, but exactly where it's at is just kind of concerning. Kind of concerning. I don't know why my laptop is moving so slow today. I'm gonna have to probably delete some stuff. But we gotta do, I think we're at 388. That's what's up. If we can get to just 1,390, that's all I care about. And I'm gonna just put to the next year because that's just the date I've been doing. I don't know. And then done. Let's hop back. So then it says for the callback function, pass an E event, which represents an event. Yep. So I said it. I said it beforehand. I already know that. So inside this target or this callback function, add a console.log with the value of this. Don't know if they want me to put that in quotes, but I guess we'll see. And make a selection from the teammates drop-down menu, and you should see the value of this selection. Position forward, defender. Ooh, that's cool. Represents the value, so now what? Am I done? Okay, yep, it worked. We're good, we're good. On to the next. Become a supporter. They love to catch me with this. If you are new here, though, I've been coding every single day for 143 days. I documented the whole entire journey on my YouTube channel, and I live stream every single day, 12 p.m. EST, and continuing down this road. I feel like I definitely learned enough JavaScript to start making websites because you don't really need too much to make like a website for like a small entrepreneur. A little something where you can have people book on the website. You can just link a Calendly pop-up. It's pretty simple. That's probably really where you would need JavaScript. Maybe if you want to do a certain gallery to like click an arrow and slide through images, maybe something like that. But it is pretty damn cool. So as of right now, I'm trying to get better a little bit, like learn more JavaScript just for the fact that I do plan to go for my computer science degree maybe sometime in June. And I know you do need a bit of JavaScript, Java, and Python. So that's why I'm continuing down this line. So remove the console.log statement. The next step would be to reset the player card. So inside of this callback function, access the inner property of the player cards, which we got down pat. And then we're going to go inner HTML, which equals empty strings, is what they are stating. On to the next. So what are you using to learn just free code camp? I use free code camp. I use the Odin project. Scrumba isn't bad, but I don't like that you have to you can only do a certain amount of lessons and then you gotta pay. And then I also build. A lot of it, I feel like, of course, mainly your learning comes from building. I feel like I get maybe some syntax definitions. I know I learned .map here, I learned .join, I learned those type of things. I've learned .getDate, from free code camp, but ultimately understanding what it really does, building is really where it comes from. I just made a date formatter yesterday. It was very helpful to understand what each thing was doing. So the next step would be to add a switch statement, which would check for the user selection from the player's drop-down menu and filter out cards based on the player's position. So add a switch statement and use eTarget.value. Honestly, I kind of forgot what the hell a switch statement is. Is a switch statement like an if statement? Wait, actually, I dead forgot what a switch statement is. I don't know. I think it's like this, right? And then use this as the expression. I don't know if they mean by as the perimeter, like as in here. Oh, okay. Okay, we got that. I ate. Okay, for a second, I almost forgot. But when they said statement, I was like, I figured it was one of those. Okay, I'm guessing. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Oops, I went to front end libraries. Okay, it's like I have to click the next screen to make it go forward or something. Hey, what is up, K? What is up, Play Score? It says, what type of certification is this? This is the JavaScript Algorithms and Data Structures certification from Free Code Camp. It is free. All you got to do is just solve all the questions, the certification projects, and then you can end up getting a certification. If you have all the time in the world, you could probably honestly receive this certification in like a month if you know JavaScript already. But if you don't really know JavaScript like that, then it's probably going to take some time. That's why I'm not really running through it, just because I understand syntax, but I also want to make sure I'm actually learning. But if you know JavaScript, you can honestly probably hop in here and do it hella quick, maybe even less than a month. If the user selects nicknames from the drop-down menu, you will want to filter out player cards that have a nickname. So start by adding case clause for nickname inside your switch statement. I think this is how you do case. Damn, how do you do case? Is it dot? I don't remember. We're gonna have to see. I think it's like this. Damn, my stomach hurts like hell. Okay, it's not like that. I forgot how to do a case clause, and they're not helping either. No. How do you do a case clause? Damn, I forgot. Do we have a switch statement up here? I remember using case, but I don't remember. I don't remember what a case clause is. It's supposed to be equals. I mean, I doubt it's a dot. That would be crazy. I thought it was like this. So I'm probably gonna have to look up MDN and just go on switch. I forgot how the hell you write a case clause. Switch. Oh, you just do case. Damn it. Damn me. You don't need nothing. Oh, wait, never mind. That still didn't work. And I exited out, so I'm not going back. Let's see what they say. Say do case nickname. I probably must have. Is it really my semicolon? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I thought I didn't have a space. I mean, this isn't going through for some reason. Says I have no idea in JS, but my assumption would be case something. Damn, why is this not? Oh, maybe it's my semicolon. They don't want it there. Oh, wait, no. Can they show me why this is red? Because even when I put my semicolon, then my semicolon becomes red. Oh, wait, damn, it was right there. Unexpected token. I don't even have this here. Like, what do they mean? Oh, I'm supposed to put that there. Shaking my head. And I literally read the error, and I was like, I didn't write that. No, they wanted me to write that. That's smart. I didn't even know the error can end up telling you. What is up, AJ? What is up? So call the set players function. Okay, gotcha. Wait, do they want me to call it here? Set player cards function with an argument of players.filter. So hopefully this is my function's name, because I don't have time to scroll up. And then they want me to have this as my argument. Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts like hell. Inside of that, add a callback function with the perimeter player. So inside of that, add a callback function, which I feel like I'm doing too much here. If I know what, how did I even get this over here? I think it's like that. And then player. And implicitly return player.nickname is not null. Why do they keep doing this? What do you mean return? As in like over here? Or are we doing this inside? Is not null? I forgot how to do is not. I'm definitely messing something up. I don't know where they want me to write it. Your filter callback should implicit. Oh, okay, my filter callback. Okay, hold on. This is okay. Grab this. I don't know if they want me to put return in there. So my filter callback would be, hold on, this is so confusing. So we got the players dot. My filter callback would be, oh, in here. So then I think I would do return. I did too much. I did too much syntax that I'm low-key lost. So I know set players is supposed to have it. Then this is supposed to have it, which it does. But then they also wanted the syntax. Then I feel like I'm gonna have to reset it because I feel like I probably messed up somewhere with syntax right now. I'm low-key thrown the fuck off. So we got this here. Hold on, where is this connected to? I think that makes sense. Where is this connected to? This is connected to nothing. Oh, no, it isn't. It's connected to here, my filter. Okay, I guess that makes sense. What the hell is this? Connected to the player. Player is where, though? Player is supposed to be a parameter to my callback. Yeah, I think player... Is player not supposed to be written there? Because you got the two parentheses, the arrow... Your filter callback should implicitly return the result of checking if null. So I think maybe I'm messing up here. I must be messing up here. Your filter callback. Hold on, because the syntax is what's throwing me off, but then that made it even worse. I'm not gonna lie. Come back. Maybe return is not the case. No, I feel like you do need a return. Maybe return's not the case. Okay. No, so return. I feel like I either wrote it in the wrong spot or I'm miswriting this. Because, yeah, they don't want to do equals. But then if I did this... Let's start from the beginning. So set player cards. You have this function with an argument of player.filter, which you threw in there. Which is why you have this here that closes here. Oh, wait, no, that shouldn't close there, right? That should not close there. I think, right? That shouldn't, wait, no, that's so confusing because, oh no, I guess it should close there, no? Because you're basically putting, because then they say inside of the filter, add a callback function with a parameter called player. So then that's when you do the next set of parentheses, the arrow, and this. I feel like that part makes sense. But I'm not positive. Then where is this coming from? Okay, that's coming from there, okay. So either I'm miswriting this or my syntax is off completely. Because what they're asking specifically, they're not telling me whether or not your filter function callback should implicitly, okay. So then that's where I'm going off here. I'm going wrong here. It's your return. Player is your parameter for your callback function, hence the arrow. You don't need brackets. Arrow functions have implicit return. So then maybe I'm confused with the term implicit return. I feel like I currently know enough to finally consider web dev. Now I'm just trying to learn JavaScript a little bit more deeper. It says it's your return. I don't know, I'm confused. Because someone's saying it's my return. Someone's saying it is... You don't need brackets. Arrow functions have implicit return. I don't need brackets as in these brackets? Do you guys mean as in these brackets I don't need? Yeah, no, that can't be that. That can't be that because I don't know. It's not null. I feel like I definitely either added a syntax or I closed it off too early. It's one or the other. I don't think anything looks like it's miswritten. Players.filter. Yeah, nothing looks miswritten. It just looks like I probably added something. That's not supposed to be there. Need to wrap with these. Yeah, nobody, okay. I was gonna say, the way that you guys are answering, you say your return should, yeah, I was gonna say, there we go. So player score, that was the best way to like write it, because if you guys are just gonna add that, I'm not gonna understand that. They're saying doing dot filter. Oh, okay, so just straight up goes into this without a return. Okay. So something like this. Okay, there we go. So that's what the other person was saying, but the way you wrote it or said it, it was confusing because I wouldn't have thought of it in that way. But all right. So yeah, I was gonna say my definition of implicit return is what threw me off. I thought they were trying to say right return. Like I thought they were saying like literally right return. I didn't know there was like implicit return as in like you wouldn't need to put the brackets because it implicitly returns. You know what I mean? But I got that. Okay, so I understand that. It says my assumption is that the function returns value on its own. Yes, yes. So there we go. So that's where I was getting confused. So someone said that before, but I was just confused when you were saying to erase it. Cause I'm like, I know it needs to return. But all right. Hey y'all, we hit 1,390. That is what's up. So now we're finally moving on to this next case. Okay, so now next time that I see that, I probably should write that down. If it's saying implicit return, or not even, just put arrow functions returns with that like on its own. If like, you know, I basically know what I'm writing. Because I know if I say it out loud, it's not gonna make sense, but I know how to write it to get me to understand. Returns. Okay. So then it says before you can move on to the next case. Oh, I thought they said move on. So before you can move on to the next case, do a break. Below your set cards, call add a break statement. Honestly, I don't recall ever using, okay, I was gonna say, I don't recall using break and doing anything crazy. I feel like you just write break. But all right, we got that. Hey, we're at 1,391. That is what's up. Thank you to these new subs. Thank you to the old subs as well. If I can go on to the next one. Come on. We're playing too much. Playing too much. Do I have to open it up here or is it going to go through? Okay, they probably want me to open it up. This is step. Oh, damn it. That shit hasn't even reset. Don't do that. That's scary. Okay, here we go. On to the next. It says next add a case clause. You see that, y'all? It says the server cannot be reached and your progress may not be saved. Hold on. Don't do me. What the hell? What is going on with Free Code Camp? Honestly, I don't mind going back through it again. If anything, I'm all good. So next, add a case clause for forward. Inside that case clause, okay, add a case clause for forward. Inside of it, call the set player cards function. Don't, please, Marzi, remember to not mess this up again. Honestly, I probably could just go up there and copy and paste and just fit everything in. But I got this. I got this. So we're going to call it. Don't move too fast, though. With an argument of players.filter. So now we know. We don't need to do the brackets. Unless we do. Because this one says equals. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Add a callback function with a perimeter. Hold on. So now we're inside the filter. Add a callback function. So now I don't necessarily know if we're going to need the brackets or not. But for me to to see it correctly, I'm going to put the brackets and then erase it if not needed. Then a perimeter of player once again. So literally the same thing. That will check if player.position equals forward. Lastly, add a break statement. So this one's equals. So I'm wondering, does it need to be in here or not? Probably not. We're going to see. Because it's like an implicit return. So I guess you don't need it at all. So we're going to go player position is going to equal. I think you do 3. And then forward like that. And then I kind of forgot where you put break. Okay, so then you do something like this. And then you go break. Let's see if that's right. If it's not right. Okay, there we go. There we go. We ate. This next project you will learn OP local storage. Oh, you've seen it already? Is that what oh shoot. That's crazy. Oh, okay, so okay, so it is saving. It is saving. Probably not gonna save going forward, but that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, hopefully it does. Hey, we're at 1,393. That's what's up. Could we hit 1,400 in this live stream? That would be amazing. I wish I could stay on longer, man, but y'all, I have to go to work today. Especially today's my holiday, so I really have to show up. That checks if player position is equal to midfielder following the same. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, like, what? Do I just get into it? All right, at this point, I now understand how to write it. I'm just gonna copy and paste and just switch whatever needs to be switched. So we got midfielder, and then just do midfielder. This is kind of gonna be annoying, isn't it? I mean, I guess it's not gonna be too annoying, but it's like, aren't we gonna have to keep doing this? Ay, ay, ay. We are. We are gonna have to keep doing this. All right, let's go again. Copy. Oh, wait. I forgot. Because we also need to copy and paste this break. I thought there was a way to do a break without having to constantly write it after every single time. I thought you could just do it at the end, but maybe not. Maybe you do gotta write it after every time. This is what you do for work. I work at a warehouse. But I'm trying to get into doing web dev as like more as like a side hustle or like a freelancing thing. So like on the side, I still have to come up with the project that I want to do because I made a barbershop website already, but I want to try and like do like I think I'm gonna stick to barbers. Oops. Damn, did I just delete everything up there? Like I think I'm gonna stick to barbers for now, but I want to make websites for like small entrepreneurs and then just like slowly build from there. So like I want to start with like barbers that aren't in a barbershop, just you know, they work by themselves. And then I currently want to be able to like hopefully make around 400, maybe 500 a month. Not immediately, of course, because that's going to be hard. But the goal is to kind of do that, like 400 a month or something. And just keep it like that as like a little side hustle. Only do 2 people, probably for like 200, if anything. Obviously I would have to build up to that though, so because it's not like people are just gonna immediately be like, yeah, here's 250. I don't know nothing about your work. So it's like I would have to build up to that. But in my real work, I work at a warehouse job. Currently, if you check out my channel, I do have videos talking about how I do want to pursue IT though, because I feel like my warehouse job is just super physical. And then I also do like a lot of 12-hour shifts. I shouldn't be doing 12-hour shift today though, which is good. But I feel like, you know, they work you to the brim. It's a very physical job. So I definitely want to transition to like an IT job just because it's a little bit more quicker, and it will pay the bills, you know what I mean? While when it comes to, I'm probably going to stop here. Actually, no, how many steps do we have left? Oh, this is the last step. Let me finish it. The final step is to add a default clause if none of the other cases. I kind of forgot how to do a default, but if it's a default clause, I'm assuming maybe like that. I don't remember. But set this function without any arguments passed into it. Oh, so we already finished. Oh, I thought it was going to get crazier from here. Alright, y'all, so we finished this football team's call. Oh, for some reason it says 97%. They're trying to play me. Like, how did I skip 40? Okay, I was going to say. They're trying to play me acting like I didn't do it. Alright, pass this through. I didn't know you could skip stats. Sorry, y'all. My free code camp is acting up today. I don't know why, but I cannot send it through. It says you should try to transition within the company if possible. It's the best way to get into tech by transitioning within the current company. I don't think they have anything, like, they have stuff that is considered, like, tech, but the problem is that they're really not trying to save my level 40. Okay, whatever. We'll do it whenever, like, this can stop. But basically we finished. There's just one thing we got to do, even though we did it, but it won't pass through. And then eventually we're going to be building a local storage by building a to-do app, which is going to be super damn cool to end up getting into. But let's transition this real quick so I can yap it up with y'all. But oh yeah, so for some reason, like all the tech stuff that's at my company, they just push it off to like maintenance people, which is so weird because that was things that I was noticing because I'm just like, why is maintenance doing IT work? So it's kind of like, if I were to, I could probably try to switch to maintenance, but then it's like half of that is just maintenance as well. And even the stuff that I would probably do, I wouldn't even get the IT like aspect of it because for maintenance at my job, you would have to be considered like a level 9 maintenance. But they don't really pass people into level 9. unless you have experience as a level 7. But then even on top of that, they don't really put girls in maintenance. So it's kind of like I think they only have 2 girls that are in maintenance. And even though you're not supposed to technically be allowed, well, not even, because I think Donald Trump passed the thing where, like, there's no, well, not that there's no discrimination, but that, like, I forgot how it works. Like, he got rid of that thing that, like, protected people from being discriminated, but because he felt like it actually discriminated people, I don't remember the reasoning. But, like, I just know that he got rid of it. And so that makes it even worse because they already weren't hiring females as in maintenance. They're definitely not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, now that they have an option to straight up be like, I don't need to hire you, because, so it's going to be terrible. It says you work every weekend. I work on Sunday. Yes, I work every weekend. I have no weekends off, sadly. My days off are on the day of the week, which is terrible, but hey. Hopefully I can end up switching my days off, but who knows, because there's too much people, like, switching your days off is very difficult because there's a lot of people that are switching days off at the same time as you. So it said, have you ever thought about doing the Harvard's free CS50 course? I've thought about it, but then I just felt like, because what exactly is that course? Because someone told me to take it, but then it's like in my head, if it says CS, I'm immediately thinking computer science, and I'm already planning on going to get a computer science degree in June. So part of me is like, I might as well just not take it now because I'm already learning too much. Like, right now, I'm focusing a lot on JavaScript for this computer science degree that I plan on getting, because you need to know JavaScript, Java, and Python. So I'm slowly going to transition into Python or Java, one or the other, to try and, like, understand it when it comes to computer science aspect of things. But then I want to say, oh, and then on the side, sorry, I was trying to think, I'm like, what else am I doing? I'm also doing the Google IT support because I do plan on transitioning into IT because of, like, the physicality of the job or whatever that I'm at. So I do plan on transitioning to IT, and then hopefully that being a career by, like, January, February, because I do have internship experience with IT that I could put down, but then I need to, like, study a lot for that, because not only I don't even really need the Google IT support certification. I did see if you passed it, though, you can get a percentage off of your CompTIA A+, but then that's something else I'm gonna have to be studying for, because CompTIA A+ is more than just the fundamentals of IT, so you need to learn what is actually going to be on that test, and there's 2 exams that you need to pass. So it's kind of like, I would love to get that discount, but then, let's say I get the discount, I fail, like, God forbid, that's going to be a little bit annoying, but eventually planning to get that CompTIA A+, and then hopefully either landing a help desk position or an IT support position just to get my foot into tech. But the only problem with that, though, is, like, I'm afraid to get into help desk or IT support and possibly be, like, fired or something and then not find another job, because the job that I am at is a very stable warehouse job. So for me, it's kind of like, I wouldn't want to leave it unless I know that moving forward, if I got fired, I could just immediately jump to the next job. So, like, long term, I've currently been feeling cybersecurity. I feel like my heart is kind of leaning towards it, just because cybersecurity, though it's a little bit more, I guess, like, harder in the sense of, like, it being stressful because you got time limits to get things done. And then, it's a bunch of hacking, having to read, code. Well, I actually heard that it's less hacking, but having to, like, read JavaScript code if you're trying to break something down or whatever. So I'm just like, I could read I'm like, thank God I was learning JavaScript because I could definitely read it. But then when they showed me Python, I was like, oh, what the hell? So it's like, I would have to, learn these type of codes if I want to go down that route, and not as necessarily coding it, but at least reading it and maybe a bit of coding for, like, malware. But I'm just leaning more towards cybersecurity, man. So it says, what's the temp there? I always see you with a cap. You said, what's the temp there? I honestly don't know what that means. If you mean, like, because you're saying you see me with a cap, do you mean, like, my uniform? Like, I'm lost. It says, by the way, IT positions are, I don't really code. Oh yeah, I know. That's the thing. That's why I really want to lean towards IT, because it's considered tech, but then they have no code. So it says, just so you know, at least most of them don't. They may do a script here and there, but there's no code involved. Yeah, I was gonna say, because for me, coding is really, like, a hobby. And then on top of that, like I said, I plan on doing web development as a side hustle. So, like, I'm gonna need JavaScript. Well, I could use WordPress, but I don't want to do that. But it's like, I'm gonna need JavaScript to make these websites. So that's why I'm currently learning how to code now, because I want to do it as a side hustle. If I can make an extra $500 a month, like, I'm chilling. Like, I would not care. It doesn't need to be a career. It just needs to be a side hustle. It says, are you a student? Not yet. I plan on being a student in June. So not yet. So he's asking about the temperature. Oh, the temperature. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. When you said temp, I thought you meant like temp service. But then when you said cap, I'm like, are you talking about the uniform? Like, I was like, what are we talking about? Like, I went everywhere. The temperature, let me see. My phone is supposed to tell me like on my main screen, but it's been acting up. I don't think it's cold though. It's definitely not cold. I just dress, I'm normally, if you see people, like, especially even at my job, everybody dresses in probably like shorts, shirt. I'm like the only person you'll probably see. Well, okay, well, that's cap. There's a lot of people that are like this, but I just put on a hoodie. I don't care. I put on a hat. I don't care. Like I could wear sweats. I'm not the type of person to be hot when it's hot. I feel like I can wear long sleeve, all black. Like, I'm chilling. Like, everything is perfectly fine for me. And honestly, I think I get cold easily. So like, even if I feel like a breeze, like in the wind, like, it could be hot as hell, but if I feel a breeze, like, I'm like, nah, I need to put a jacket on. Like, I just don't like it. Says, I hate WordPress. No, same. It says, how old are you? You're speaking great. I'm 21, about to be 22. It says AI is going to replace. I don't think it's definitely not going to replace. I don't even think AI is there yet at all. I think, honestly, what AI is just going to do is at some point AI is going to write the code. So what that's going to do is just change developers' jobs to being, instead of writing code because AI is going to write it, all it's going to do is that now developers are going to be debuggers, they're going to be problem solvers, and they're going to have to be the ideas between like AI and the client. So I don't think AI is necessarily going to replace people. I just think if you are comfortable, you're probably going to be replaced. If you are looking for an entry-level position where you're doing the basics, you're probably going to be replaced. But if you're someone who is learning how to work with AI, you're learning to be a problem solver, a debugger, and a communicator between client and AI, you should be able to keep your job. So it says AI just helps, it's not replacing nothing. No, yeah, I don't think it's going to replace at all. Because even right now, oh, what's up, Shabam? What's up? But even right now, like, if you try to use AI to do anything, like, they are so trash. Like, I remember I was talking something with ChatGPT, man, and they like were talking about something one day, not even like the next couple hours, I asked it again, and they're like, oh no, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bruh, I'm like, AI has me messed up right now. Like, they was playing with me that day. I was so pissed. Especially when it comes to code, like, ChatGPT is not even close, or any other coding thing, not even close. Like, they're straight trash. AI straight trash. So it says, okay, have you started now or revising JS? What do you mean? Do you mean like, you said, have I started now or revising JS? Oh, like, have I started making websites and making money? If that's what you mean, no, I have not. I'm still doing JS currently for my computer science courses, but on the side, I think when it comes to my day off, I'm going to plan a new website because I just made a barbershop website. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to practice making websites to see how fast I can make them. Because what I'm trying to do is at least have 2 clients per month. And I want to see, can I get it done quickly? So when these clients ask for a web page, I could hopefully get it done in like a day or 2 and not it be like a whole week when they could probably get like, charge the same price somewhere else and then get it in 2 hours. You know what I mean? Because they got multiple people working on it. So I'm like, I gotta make sure I have my speed up to par. I gotta make sure my design details are up to par. I gotta make sure my clientele, like, sales pitch is up to par. Like, there's so much things that I gotta work on when it comes to being a freelance dev, trying to make money, basically. So I'm hoping that, maybe sometime next year I could be there. Like, maybe, well, I'm hoping January, but I kind of hope everything in January. I don't know why. I'm like, I hope I get the IT job in January. I hope I can start freelance work in January. So it's kind of like, It really just depends when it happens. But I do need to, like, really work on my speed of making websites. And that's really where I'm at when it comes to specifically web development. I need to work on that speed, and I need to work on what was the other one? I think a little bit of, like, layout. I feel like the design portion. So try I don't know if that's augment code or argument code is best. Says those big companies say it will replace because if they don't create fear, there's no profit. Big facts. So have learned all the basics like HTML and CSS. All now you're moving to React and Node. Oh, yeah. So I learned HTML, CSS. I learned basically the basics of JavaScript enough to make a website. And the only thing that I have not, and I probably won't move forward on, is React and Node, and like any libraries and what is it called? Any libraries and frameworks. I do plan on eventually getting into that, but that's going to be so much further down the line, because if I'm working at an IT job and then I'm over here doing my computer science stuff, it's probably going to be difficult to focus on like trying to learn a framework in between that, because especially with my computer science stuff, in between that, I would want to learn cybersecurity, because that's kind of the route I want to go. So it's like, I feel like when it comes to React, Node, and Tailwind libraries, right? Like I probably wouldn't get into as of now, just because I'm trying to learn everything vanilla. I don't want to get stuck to a library or stuck to a framework and then forget how to do certain things. So if something's not working, I won't know how to dive into it and fix it because I only know the framework. So that's kind of where like my mindset is on frameworks right now, but I do plan on getting into that. I just don't have too much time to say when I will know React and Node, or to say when I will do it, but it's definitely sometime down the line, but it might be way in the future. So try augment code, it is best. I've been using it since like 7 months, and it has the context engine. If you say anything and come up after some days, ask it to do stuff, and it does that in the VS Code extension. So what is augment code? Is that just like is that like a AI thing? I really don't know what augment code is. I have no clue what augment code is. If it's like an AI thing, I probably really don't want to use it. I don't know, I don't like using, I feel like I don't like using anything that's gonna make my coding experience easier. Like, I really want to know what each line of code is doing. Even though obviously you can't master that, but like, I want to be able to at least understand it to that extent before trying to add anything to help me, if that makes sense. Hey, yo, we're at 1,399. Who is gonna be our 1,400? You said it's like cursor AI. Oh yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna want to get into that then. Like maybe in the future, but just not now. It says our VS Code AI will say one thing. I had AI activated and I stopped learning. I used to write one whole function using command suggestions. I had to turn it off after a week. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know myself that if I allowed myself AI to that extent, I probably just wouldn't learn how to code. But it says, would you ever be interested in cybersecurity? No, yes, I'm actually 100% interested in it. Like, for me, I feel like I do love to program, so I probably would try other options first, like software engineering, when I learn computer science, but like software engineering or back-end computer, probably full stack web development, whatever. Like, I know I would love to get into those things, but like, a part of me, like, I've been really looking into cybersecurity, and it's getting me, bro. Like, I think I'm really like it. I really like it. So I'm so glad I didn't fall in AI hell. No, same, man. It says how much time it takes to become a web developer and how many hours you spend daily on this. Well, currently for me, my schedule is a little bit different because I do work 12-hour shifts at my actual warehouse job. So for me, it's kind of like I only am able to spend an hour a day on coding, which I do got to get off actually because I forgot I got to get ready for work. But I'm gonna get off at like 1:20. But I do have to spend I only have an hour a day to code because of everything, and this started like I want to say 2 months ago. So my coding, like learning how to code, has been really slow for me because I don't have too much time in my day. By the time I get home, if I work a 12-hour shift, it's 13 hours in total because of lunch and the drive, right? And then it's like plus 8 hours of sleep. That's already 21 hours gone from my day. So from there, I got to get ready for work in the 2 hours. So then in that last hour, it's kind of like, I have to basically code. So it's like it's really, really difficult. But I would probably say for me, I haven't even fully learned JavaScript, so I can't even say that like I learned completely. But if you mean to the extent of me being able to make a whole website, make it function, I would probably say it took me, I'm in 4 months now, about to make 5 months. I want to say it took me up until this 4-month mark, but I feel like it could have been done quicker. It says, what are you going to learn in cybersecurity? I'm probably looking more towards like, as of right now, I don't know if I want to get into like cloud or anything further, but I'm probably thinking more towards maybe I should do like But I'm thinking, I'm looking at the entry level position, and I'm like, I probably would want to do the entry level position, like SOC analysis, and then go from there. Obviously, because you're gonna have to start there if you're gonna be entry level. But it's like whether I want to go to cloud or go this direction, I'm not too sure yet. I haven't really looked into anything like that. Says, how much time does it take to become a web developer and how many hours do you spend daily on this? I answered that question. You probably didn't hear me answer it, but what I said was it takes like every single day I've been learning for an hour, but it took me about 4 months to learn everything up until now, and I still haven't learned everything in JavaScript, but that is only because my schedule may be different compared to yours. Let's say if you're a little bit more freer, you could probably learn it in like 2-3 months, right? But like for me, I'm currently still learning just because like I'm currently still learning just because my schedule is a little bit different. I have only an hour a day. So it really just depends on you. So it's a charity dairy. It depends on how much time you're willing to spend. Yeah, big facts. That's crazy because I just said that without reading that. Since I just created my LinkedIn account, can we connect? If you're talking to me, I currently don't have a LinkedIn account, but you can definitely connect with me on Discord. Discord is definitely the place to go, and the Discord is in my description. But y'all, I do have to hop off in the next couple of minutes. So if y'all want to join that Discord, go join it up. It is in the description. That link should be a forever link, so it should never be messed up. It should never be messed up. Hello? It's 1:17. Why do I gotta leave now? Yeah, but I go to work at 2. I mean, not at 2, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but I normally leave the house by 2. Now, that would be crazy if I did a 24-hour stream. But alright, y'all, I'm going to be ending this stream right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be seeing y'all later. Deuces, 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 deuces.